Hi folks, one for you. Now this is essentially a Sky tutorial, but I put a few little houses in to make it a bit different. Colours, well there they are. Acrylics, quite a range there. I'll add to it as I go if I need to. Oh, let's put them there. Okay. So, I love acrylics for one reason only, is they're non-toxic. Oil painting, I've resolved to do all my future oil paintings with a knife. That way I don't need any solvents, which really affects my chest. You can hear me a bit chesty now. But the only medium I'm using now with acrylic is this Vet gel. Got half a gallon of it, and it's pretty good stuff. It's cheap, relatively cheap, £18 I pay for that, but including a lot of postage for the half a gallon. It's a lubrication, and well, this is on a bit of watercolour paper. I've gessoed it. It just seems to be a little bit damp still, but I don't think it is. It feels cool, so I'll just block in this these houses. So I'll have a bit of white. Let's just get the white on there. So there might be a bit quiet here while I block this in. Just a first lay-in. I bought some gesso this morning, some Galleria gesso from Winsor & Newton. That's a litre, it's very heavy. But I think this would probably work out cheaper than me buying bottles of powdered chalk. Let's have a bit of a slightly different colour here on that one. Alright, we can rough this up as we get into it. Slight shadow in the end one. Oh, not that much. I'll change these colours. They're just lay-ins at the moment. Right, bit of a roof there, bit there. Right, keep the roof line parallel. Right. I'll put the chimney pots and stuff on later on when I've roughed it up enough. Okay, that'll do that. That's fine. I'm going to put some trees behind it. Now we'll just work on some sky now while we've got the bit of detailing. I'm using these Graduate Taylor Rowney. This is a number 10 bright. I don't think the number means very much. The number varies between manufacturer. Right, so sky, bit of blue, bit of white, load of white, bit of medium, and just the way I've changed my mode of working on skies is to go over all just with approximate colours, but and a bit of medium. Just get some paint on, kill the canvas, as we say. I'm using quite a bit of the gel, and I'll just build up an impasto on the surface. Oh, it's such good fun. I love this gel. It keeps the paint wet for longer, which is always a problem with acrylic painting, especially when in the summer. So just build it up, and don't worry about getting anything finished at this stage. Just get some paint on. That's the most important thing. You can adjust it as you go. You can have a bit of alizarin in that blue. Get a nice lilac-y, cloudy colour. The gesso is quite a smooth gesso, but it's nice to work on. Now if you work over wet when the paint underneath hasn't quite dried, it will lift, so move somewhere else. So let's just cover some of that. I'm going to put trees behind here, but I just want to get there's a right. Let's get a bit of low down cloud or nice bright horizon. I like doing this low horizon. It gives a chance to counter change against the trees. But you do whatever you do. Just want to just cover up the. Don't know why that's gone like that. I just want some dark around. I want to counter change the trees against the background. A bit of a lizard in the sky. I love these brushes too. I've been going to the range. We've got one not far from us, and I've been there 4 times in the last month. Nice cheery start. Put some darker. I've got orange on the palette. Don't often use it. I use it for if I'm tempted to do a sunset, which isn't too often. Oh, we've got a sky coming now. Right, put a bit of landscape. Now let that dry off, so that we can go back all over it again. Got the nice brushwork in the gesso. Oh, got in my coffee. I think we'll have a bit of a grey road. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's put a bit of the older grass in on here. So bit of gel, bit of yellow, bit bright. I can add shadow to it. I'm using quite a bit of Viridian at the moment. It's a great colour mixer, but not if you use it on its own. Okay, let's go over here. Keep everything soft. Maybe another house along there just to fill that, connect that up. It's a bit of a roof. Slightly grey, but that's only temporary, just to remind me to do it, because I'm going to put trees around that. Okay, got a bit of shadow on the road. Probably need to bring that grass over a little bit. Okay, put some trees in now, behind there. Now, for my tree greens, I'm mixing a basic Viridian with alizarin and a bit of Cagello and a bit of blue. We can get some nice sort of dark colour to counter change against. That's a good dark shadow. Just a bit of cad red with the yellow, green and blue. I've been using black rather a lot lately, and my black period. But black's a lovely, lovely colour. I had a night with the telly last night on my own, and I watched some old Tom Keatings. He was one of our foremost forger. But brilliant, fabulous knowledge, and his stuff is on YouTube. They're quite old now. They are probably 40 years old or something. But he shows how Rembrandt, Titian, etc., Van Gogh did their work. The Vincent was pretty lovely, but. So I watched about 4 of them. For the umpteenth time I watched them when they first came out, and then I watched the repeats, and now they've appeared on YouTube, which is lovely. So thank you YouTube, thank you Channel 4 for putting them there. Let's get this dark green now. Then I can put light green over the top of it. Right, that's a good start. Let's do some slightly more blue. Oh, you can see that gesso now. Oh. Going around the horizon. This is a sky painting, so I just want to get some of this done. It's all there to be changed. Ah, just looks quite good, isn't it? There's quite a bit of scope for impasto. Oh, let's just get some dark over some of that. Just a bit of blue cast in that. Alright, let's put that one up a bit higher. Just to block it. Block that side a little bit. Keep you in the picture. Right, bit on that landscape, on the foreground. I think I need to bring that grass over a little bit. Not like that. I want that grey. I'm going to use blue and burnt umber for that path. It needs a bit more modelling. I'll go to forget that for a minute. Just go back on the sky. Right, white and ultramarine. Not too much ultramarine. I want to show some lighter clouds in that sky. I'll put some lilac-y, so a bit of alizarin. Can't show you what I'm doing because I've got it between the palette between my knees on the drawer of the box easel. So I'll just try and describe it. I'm just using the two colours, the alizarin white and the ultramarine. Some darker ones up here. So you need something darker to counter change the clouds against. Okay, now that needs to be a bit bluer up the top there. So just white and ultra. No, it's not, probably because there's too many other colours under it, on the palette. Okay, right, that's all right. Start putting in the light ones now. Go back over the foreground, sky. Just ochre, white and a touch of one of the reds. Take the sky over. Take the clouds behind the trees rather than over the top. Right, look at some of that lilac-y colour. So all light against dark. All the time building up an impasto. Just fill in. Let's just sort of add some detail in that plain blue-grey bit. We have some thicker. So it's not quite white, it's sort of just a faint, but not white, it's got a bit of yellow ochre in it. It's just as hard painting a small picture as a large one, eh? Put a little bit of blue in, very, very faint blue underneath that bit. Okay. Some blue and white now. That's coming up as a grey. It's because I've got another colour on the palette underneath. I haven't cleaned it off for a couple of days. Right. Just catching the light on the left hand side. Probably need it just a bit darker on under that foreground cloud. Okay, well that's not looking too bad. Let's just move the screen so I can see it. It's very similar to most of the others I've done, but I went through a period of doing very, very dark skies with a load of light in. I do like them, but you have to change things around. Right, now let's do a bit of work on that, on those houses now. I want that nice burnt sienna. Another house there. Just catching that, the red roofs. Right, okay. Might even show you a little bit of ochre on here, just catching the light. No, that's not really good enough, is it? The brush is really clean. A bit of shadow under the eaves or under the tiles. Right, I think now we can go back with some lighter ochre colours, or slightly pink even. Well, a darker colour for the side of there. Well, that would be grey, wouldn't it? So we'll muck that up a little bit with some burnt umber. Because that's out of the light. All the while building up a sort of an impasto. Put a sort of light there. Not really showing up yet, but light there. So that would be light there. So let's change that. Oops. A bit thicker than that. Let's just take that. Got a different shape there. And I'll put a light, sort of ochre wall on it. Well, something's happening here. Oh, look at that dark green. My paints are drying on here now. That's on with my palette. Okay, I'll change that. Don't want any edges to that, that's sort of merged. Right, I've got a bit of blue in that mix. And just go around that edge of that. Alright. That burnt umber, let's just counter change against that wall for the distant house. Oops. I'll do that with a little brush, I think, because that flat is getting on my nerves. Right, put some detail in there. I've done that. Couple of loft windows there. Right, that's full shadow, that's half shadow there, so we'll just change a bit of that. And we get that in full light here. A bit messed up there. There's some texture. Okay, right, now we've got to sort out this foreground, then to finish off the trees, and then maybe a lump of cloud somewhere in the sky. Right, so we've got a bit of shadow there, so let's show some darker green. Cad yellow light. Bit of warm. This is harder than I thought. Got to buy some new membranes. Very expensive. Right, let's get a bit of nice light greens. On here. Might put a couple of chunks on in there, just to open the thing up a bit. I'll put a bit of darker green, I think. Oh, no, maybe some lighter on here to scumble over the top of this. Not sure I like that. Let's go back with that blue again. Right, change that road now. Find a little brush, that'll do. Right, now to the shadow. A bit of ochre, a bit of white. A bit darker there. Right, let that dry for just a little bit. Go back on to put some dark in there, on the base of those trees. Some bushes. The gesso's going uphill there. Right, let's get some light on there now. Some rough ground there. Right, now a little bit of light, greeny, ochre stuff here. Too much water on there. Rigger would probably be better. Let's find it all. Number 3 rigger, the Frank Clark rigger. No. thing about this is it opens, puts the light in the in the background. So we've gone from a sort of a filled-in look to an open look. Oh, that's all it takes. But I need to just put in some bit of dark because that's gone. The bowl of that tree's gone a bit wrong. Oh, I'm going to do the same end here. Don't need a lot of this. Just a little bit goes a long way with these trees. Right, I'll go back in there with just about dark green. No, the paint is dry. I'll show you in a minute. So what's happening? Right, I'll do what I said. I'll put one cloud, one accentuated cloud. No, there's my palette. The paint's dried on it. Look. It's all over the place. Right. So get a bit of lump of white, a bit of ochre, a bit of red. Adjust. Plonk it on. Probably not in keeping with the rest of it, but. I won't make that one because otherwise I'll just be repeating myself. Well, sorry, put it in a mount, we'll have a look at it. Not entirely happy with it, but I'll put a figure in. No, we'll let that go. I'm getting hungry. My road's not very good, is it? It hasn't got. It needs some brights on it. I'll do some brights on there. Don't want a tiny brush. You want a bigger brush. Right, bit of sunlight. Well, that's a bit better. I'm going to let that go. That's as good as I can do at the moment. Put that on. Clip it. Right, zoom out. Well, there we are. So we've got one big cloud, so it's a bit of a seagull cloud, isn't it? But if you do another one there, you're split between two, and it's not good practice. But keep it away from the centre. So I think there's enough in there to be getting on with. It's all very rough around here. I don't think they've turned out too bad. Thanks for looking, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.